In this episode of Smiley's Garage, I spent about 30 hours moving the fender a little up and a little back. Alright, we have finally the ability to make the rear fender modifications. Now that I have the 3D mock-up, I'll overlay that here that you can see. The front of the rear fender is going to stop just before the rear shock mounts to the swing arm. It's going to be tucked up, and then it's going to extend out, I don't know, maybe about a foot behind the bike. We have to drill out the mounting brackets for these guys. And I'm gonna have to just cut this right here because I don't like this little indent. So I'm gonna make my first cut right here, and then drill out these rivets for this mounting bracket set up here. And then I'll have to make my own mounting system, but at least there's already holes here, so I can just use hardware and maybe some thin steel that I have. So let's get at it. This voltage stabilizer is currently in the way. I thought I was going to have plenty of room to slip the fender in there, but that wasn't the case. But there is plenty of room up underneath the seat right here. So the plan is to make some sort of crossbar that bridges the gap between the two seat support rails, and then I can drill holes for these guys to fit into. made some good progress yesterday, but I hate these brackets. So what I want to do is just have them come up, cut this angle, and then come up. So 2 bends instead of 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's just awkward looking, and I hate it. So I'm gonna redo it. And then instead of these bolts going in, I bought cap bolts or cap nuts. They're gonna sit on the outside. They're gonna look a little better. So let's start with that. I forgot to put the time lapse on, but I like that a lot better. There we go. Just cleaner look, and it's easier to install too. So now this thing just goes straight up, and these are tapered, so it fits right in. Before, with these other brackets, it was challenging to fit it in there, and it was scratching the crap out of the paint. So I don't want that to happen once this thing is nice and white. It's gonna stand out. So let's, next step, I have to take off this back frame and drill holes in those little wings there, and I might put a gusset support in there to just give it a little more strength. All right, voiceover because the audio I recorded here was terrible. Anyway, I'm finished with the Fender mounting brackets. Here's an overview of the finalized design. The front has the cross brace that I re-welded on there because originally it was not in the right position. And it has 2 holes to mount the voltage stabilizer, and it's got 2 wings coming off at the correct angle to mount to the front fender. The rear side has these 2 Z brackets, and they're give or take 45 degrees. It's nice and easy to slip the back of the fender in there so it's not going to break. And then those marker lights have pretty sturdy bolts, so hopefully those will keep it all nice and steady, and I don't have to worry about any other hardware. As far as the other hardware, anyway, I have these cap nuts or acorn nuts or whatever you want to call them, and these will be painted black. So hopefully that, hopefully that looks all right. Got some filler in these holes, so time to sand these down, and then hit the entire outside with sandpaper. I was gonna use paint stripper, but I just want this over with. And then I have to square up this guy and then around the corner. So I'll do that. Yeah, I'll probably do that first. I cannot be happier with the way this turned out. Hit some roadblocks along the way. It definitely wasn't fun. It wasn't fun needing to relocate this thing 3 times, but it's in a fantastic position now. There's plenty of airflow, there's plenty of room, and it's really only even used when you're starting the bike. I mean, it's used all the time, but it's most under load when you're starting the bike because the voltage drops and this has to boost the output voltage to compensate. Anyway, the white looks fantastic, the black looks fantastic, the cat eye lens on the back I'm really happy with. So you can see where the voltage regulator stabilizer, voltage stabilizer, we have the connections going underneath the seat right here. Thankfully, these plugs are in the same spot. That'll buff out, don't worry about that. But yeah, seat comes up nice, and I think it looks fantastic. Once again, as always, thanks for watching.